going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So the Texas A&M Aggies kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The run inside. It's Beebe. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Five to the 19.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got room to work. There's a little room there. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Makes it past the marker. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Horton. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can and take that next step.
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Beebe. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Richard. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They're going to run it to the right. Maybe some room here. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Texas A&M will use its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Owens. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Reed. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, for go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Here's Reed to throw. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Owens. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Throwing Reed. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas A&M. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
And he picks up what he can before stepping out of bounds at the end of the return.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness.
Backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll run the RPO and quarterback racing to the right. Inside the 50, the 30, the 20. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
If I run the ball here, am I a little conservative? I don't want to get a safety. What? Absolutely not. I'm going to play pitch and catch, and my guy's better than yours. Outruns everybody. The length of the field, 99 yards for the big touchdown reception.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside. It's Owens. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Texas A&M going quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Craver. There he goes. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Wide receiver going in motion. Reed. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
That's caught. It's Becker. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Hard running there. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, he missed. no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Reed. On the run, still looking. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. To the air, it's Reed. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Reed to throw. He's going to take off. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Throwing Reed. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Wolverines, looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Inside, it's Owens. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reed. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They believe they can run right here. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback may change this route. They go right back to it. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Beebe. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And they're able to get him on the ground.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Owens. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
Could be an alley. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Indiana! That one will give them the lead.
second rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. He'll take it himself. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. As we head for the final period, let's check out how these two quarterbacks are doing. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth.
21.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Reed. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Now here's Reed. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
The Aggies are facing third and inches. Again, it's Reed. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Direct snap. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And
that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Looking for space. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. There's a creep. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Hoosiers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something. Snags it, and he's open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Reed. He's got him. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing Reed. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Fires left. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A great catch and run for 6. The Aggies get it right back.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Lining up to add another. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll move the tight end. They want that clock to run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. The run inside. It's Beebe. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. Reed. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. This time he's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Reed buys a little time with his feet. Looking for the score. Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. And a rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. From inside the 15, here's the return. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Unloads quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's Reed to throw. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He's got it. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, you played the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone.
He's got it. Touchdown, Aggies. They strike first here in overtime.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Hands it off on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down, and they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Rifles it down the middle. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on.
Defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to